Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Oh God, I am so sorry for that. Okay, if you're still with me, today I want to talk to you about the Spice Girls. Okay, no, not really. I do want to talk about the Spice Girls sometimes, though. But now, today, I want to talk the Beckhams. That's right. I want to talk Victoria Beckham. I want to talk David Beckham. I want to talk about Brooklyn Beckham, and I want to talk about the new wife, Nicola. And I will not be referring to her as the new Miss Beckham. That will not happen on my watch. Thank you. But let's start at the beginning, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a Spice Girl named Posh and a handsome footballer, or as we call him, soccer player, named Bex? David Beckham? I don't know. I don't watch sports. So hot, such a high-pitched voice. I'd like to do a separate video on that, but let's move on. So these two crazy kids met, fell in love, had some babies, got married, some order, who cares? And they were professional dress-alike. Sorry guys, they did it first. So one of their babies, this little cutie right here, is named Brooklyn Beckham. So let me tell you about Brooklyn. So the rumor was they named him Brooklyn because that's where they conceived him. Well, in her book, Victoria's Secret says, no, we just like the name. But it's a more fun story the other way. Side note, you know what I'm obsessed with? The Real Beckhams. It's a documentary that you can still find on YouTube in parts before it's taken down, but it came out in 2003, and I watch it every few years for some unknown reason because, I don't know, it's kind of fun to see the behind-the-scenes stuff of what it's like to be filthy rich, shopping for houses in different countries and whatnot. Okay, let's get back to the story at hand because I could spend all day and all night talking about Posh and Bex. But let's talk about what's going on now and why they're in the news. So their son Brooklyn is a grown-up now. Yes, I can't believe it's not the 90s anymore. It's so weird. There's not much to talk about with Brooklyn because, well, I just don't care. He's a photographer. No, wait, he's a chef. You know, it changes. He's 20-something. That happens. Shut up, Kelly Ben Simone from Scary Island. So Brooklyn met a girl named Nicola. Nicola? I believe it's pronounced Nicola, but I heard it said otherwise online. Who cares? I'm going with Nicola. Nicola Peltz. Just an average, ordinary... No, I'm totally kidding. She's a billionaire. She comes from a billionaire family in Florida. So again, I don't really care about Brooklyn. This I find particularly annoying. He really likes to get tattoos about his, well, then fiance, now wife, having gotten 70 tattoos dedicated to her. Yep, you heard me right, 70. He even got her eyes tattooed on the back of his neck. Sure. So what else is there to do but these two crazy kids to get married? He proposed with a $300,000 ring, and what else was she supposed to say? You already have my eyes tattooed on your neck, so sure. So Nicola's all fashiony and whatnot, so what else is there to do but to bond with your future in-laws, the Beckhams? They went on trips together. Here they are in Italy being all, rich and thin. And, sorry, I cracked myself up with that one. But yeah, here they are. And here they are at their wedding. Now, this is where things get juicy. So throughout the relationship, they would share social media posts of Nicola and Victoria dancing together, being silly, being, family-like. P.S. How much would I give to go dancing with Victoria Beckham? I'm so jealous. When they got engaged, this was the photo they used to make the announcement. This dress that she's wearing, this yellow dress, is actually a Victoria Beckham dress, as a nod to her future mother-in-law. Now, Victoria expressed her excitement, said no one could be more thrilled and that they love them, and everything was great. Nicola was posting things back saying she's lucky to have her as a future mother-in-law and she's so happy to be surrounded by such strong women. So they get married. There was this post from Victoria Beckham calling them the Mr. and Mrs. Beckham. It's cute. It's cool. Whatever. People are way reading into this saying, no, it's disrespectful because he took her last name. They became the Peltz Beckhams. So she didn't acknowledge it. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's overreaching. And I mean, I'm almost the same age as Victoria. She probably just didn't even think about it. She just assumed they were Mr. and Mrs. Beckham, whatever, who cares? So the speculation is she opted for a Valentino gown for her wedding dress. And people seem to think that because she didn't pick a posh dress, a Victoria Beckham dress. That's part of the feud. We'll get into what she specifically says about it, but first, can we just take a look at this dress? What are our thoughts? Okay, I'll go ahead and be the a-hole here. It sounds like I have something against this Nicola. I don't know who she is. I don't care. I have nothing against her. But I don't think this dress was anything super special. I mean, you can tell that it's very expensive and it's long and all that. I don't know. I just didn't think it did absolutely anything for her either way. I hate the gloves. I'm just not a fan of the veil. That's me personally. What are your thoughts? Again, it looks expensive, so I'll give her that. I'm sure it was custom made or whatever. I mean, whatever these billionaires do. But yeah, it's not my favorite dress in the whole world. But the speculation is she didn't wear Victoria's dress, something that Victoria had offered to design or make for her. Meanwhile, here's Victoria at the wedding in her own dress. I think she looks gorgeous there. She dressed herself. She dressed Eva Longoria. She dressed other guests. And further fueling the speculation that they were fighting over who's dressing who, they were pointing out that she only posted about the people she dressed. She didn't post about Nicola. Okay, so after this, Page 6 starts reporting about this feud going on, saying that the build-up to the wedding was, quote, horrendous, and that Victoria had been cut out of all the planning. Well, Nicola came forward and spoke to Variety, said that's not what happened. Basically, she says that she was told that the atelier could not do it in time, and so she had to go a different way. The Daily Mail, however, reports that Nicola let her mother-in-law believe she was going to wear one of her dresses, let her design it, and never actually had any intentions of wearing it. There's also allegedly drama at the wedding over Mark Anthony. He was there, he gave a speech, and apparently he gave a gushing speech about Victoria Beckham. And the rumor is that Nicola got mad, left the room, cried her eyes out, and even missed part of what was supposed to be a dance between her and Brooklyn. So instead, Victoria, I'm laughing because it's also ridiculous. Victoria danced with Brooklyn to the song, and again, it's also ridiculous. Why would Mark Anthony be making a toast to Brooklyn Beckham and his new wife? What? So Nicola's dad is this billionaire investor, Nelson Peltz. And they're said to be living in one of his estates, Brooklyn and Nicola, supposedly. And so it puts him kind of in the middle because his wife and his mom are allegedly feuding. Now, the only juicy part here is Captain Tattoo got a tattoo on his chest, seemingly in the middle of this fight that says Peltz. I don't know if I believe it has anything to do with the fight. He just seems to like to get 70 tattoos of his wife on him for whatever reason. So that's about it for the drama, really. I don't even know if there's drama here. I'm just kind of riveted by the story. More and more keeps coming out in the news, so I'll keep up with it. Let me know your thoughts. If you're clearly on one team or the other, I don't even know if there are teams here. But I do find it interesting, and I've always had a weird passing interest with the Beckhams, so I might have to go watch that documentary again, that one I was telling you about on YouTube. But guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more like this, or if there's a topic you want covered, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more videos, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps, where I go deep diving on the Sex and the City episodes. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.